Hey, welcome in. It is Wednesday night at approximately 9 o'clock. We're a little bit late getting on, but I think we had some backstage technical difficulties that stalled us. This is WWC Uncensored, also known as
Let's get
World
it.
Wrestling Collectibles Uncensored. So, guys, we have got a full card lined up for tonight. A lot of great things going on. Just a real quick shout out, pulling out my dirt sheet here and my notes, pulling out some stuff here. Happy birthday to Riley. She's out there in Georgia tonight. Got a special request to send her a happy
Happy
birthday
birthday.
shout out. So happy birthday.
Happy
That's
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Calvin's
Riley.
daughter.
Happy
Calvin's
birthday.
daughter. So, um, guys, huge show last night. Really big show. Well over 300 comments. Great sales. Incredible items as always. Special shout out to Brian for sitting in with me. It makes it a lot easier when you got people to talk to while you're doing it. And definitely, talking about the great items and stuff that we're doing here. A lot of cool stuff going on. We definitely had some changes. We had a logo change, we had a group name change, all for the benefit of the algorithm of the social media platforms, because sometimes you have to adapt and overcome, and it is what it is. So we are moving forward, guys. Trivia tonight, it's going to be kind of short, but it's really, really good. It's all Attitude Era based, it's all in depth, really good stuff. And we're going to start out with a roundtable question. Now, this is a really different roundtable question than we would normally have here, because we're going to talk about, you know, a part of wrestling and a part of collectibles that we don't normally talk about, which is the video game industry. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So, Kev, what is our very first roundtable question tonight?
Very first roundtable. Favorite wrestling game ever?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just about everybody at some point has played a wrestling game. So, Kev, what's your favorite wrestling game ever?
So this will tell my age, but my favorite wrestling game was that WrestleMania game on the very first Nintendo Entertainment System.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that's definitely going some old school there, Kev.
it is. That was my favorite. I couldn't stop playing it, and I always played as Bam Bam, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Hell yeah. All right. Roger.
To be dead honest, I never got to play a WWE or WCW game, so I don't have one, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. Um, I can tell you, if you have the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox or whatever, there's quite a few games out there that
Mm-hmm.
are relatively cheap now. So if you ever want to get into it, man, these guys are pretty intelligent with the game stuff. So they could probably help you out with that. Let's see. Brad, the bad guy. What do we got?
So I have the best wrestling game ever made. Hopefully it shows up, but this is WWF No Mercy, Nintendo 64.
Hold on, let me
You know,
find you here.
No Mercy and Nintendo 64 people, they're like Toyota Corolla people. Like, they believe in their Toyota more than any other car. And if you're an N64 person, like, that was your system. Like, the graphics had advanced and coming out of, Sega and Super Nintendo and all that. So I can definitely see that. That was during the time of the Sega Genesis, and coming out of that into the what was the next one? What was it? The Dreamcast, Sega
Yep.
Dreamcast
Yep.
was during that era and all that
the
stuff.
Sega
So
Saturn came out in
yeah,
'95.
there were so many different things. So
Yeah.
the N64 people are like the Toyota for life people. I get
Yep.
it.
So
Oh yeah,
well, I'll
It
tell you,
had-
Will,
it had one
the,
of
the
the largest
N64 is my
rosters.
favorite console. Oh, sorry.
You see what I mean? You see what? So I mean, it's just one of those things where if you love that console, like, you loved it for life. It's just one of those things. G.I. Shane, favorite wrestling game. There you go.
Man,
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Hell yeah.
WrestleMania.
I
That
love
game
being
looks clean.
Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate
There you
Warrior and Macho Man were my two favorite ones to be.
Okay. Very cool. All right, guys. So my favorite game of all time, wrestling wise, is probably the original Monday Night Raw for Super Nintendo. I mean,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I, I
Yeah.
literally,
yeah.
Yeah,
there it is
I like
right
that.
there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember
And
that one.
it's so old and
That's
cheesy.
a good game.
It's like it's not even. There's no graphics. It sounds like a bunch of wrestlers are having mating season, because it's all like ooh ooh ah ooh. It's like there's a lot of like sexual related noises going on in there. But
Nice.
it's just if you listen to just what's going on, it's just how it was. And the bell ringing, it was crazy. So, and then I also have a copy of the original WrestleMania.
What's up,
You
Steve?
guys are talking about that. So, the original WrestleMania for Nintendo. Yeah, it's in a
Jesus.
little plastic protector. Pretty cool, right? So,
Oh hell!
look at that.
I didn't know you had
Isn't
that.
cool? Yeah, it's just stuck in a drawer, man. It's in a drawer, and I have that, which is a complete copy in the box and all that stuff. And then I have like a loose copy, I think, too. Sorry, let me reach over here and grab it. I have a loose copy too. I think it's the same game. So,
Huh.
I mean, I just
Nice.
just random stuff sitting around, but nothing beats Raw for me. Mr. Brian Howard, the
All right,
enforcer.
all right. Can you zoom in on me? Zoom in on me, Kev.
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
All right. So if your guys' answer isn't, hold on 1 second here. Let me
Make
take
it,
the.
yeah, that background.
Yep. 1 second. All right. So if your guys' answer isn't WCWO NWO Revenge for N64, I don't know
There
what
you
games
go.
you guys are playing, because if you play this game, man, oh, dude. I mean, every WCW superstar you can think of is in this game.
And that's
I used to
awesome.
be
Brad
the-
signed
I
it
used
for
to
you.
be the giant in that one.
So it's funny because I had they had this. I'm sure you guys know they had a cheat thing called Game Shark, right? So you could go in and type in cheat codes. Wrath and Crush are in that game. Crush is literally one of the best ones in that game too.
So I have a fun fact about that game. Raven was not supposed to be on the cover of that game, but the creator of that game was a Raven fan, so he made it on there. It was supposed to be Sting.
Wow, that is cool. Raven took the place of Sting. Hey, Roger, do you have the PS5 or do you have an Xbox?
I actually have both PS5 and Xbox.
And you've never played a wrestling game, right?
No, sir.
That's crazy.
I bought this like really cheap at GameStop, like super cheap. It's AEW Fight Forever PS5. I'm gonna send this to you. You can have it.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
All right, Dr. Nick, what you got, man? I know you got a good one cooked up for us.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, he does.
So I have all the games. I've played them all over the years from different systems. And one of the funnest ones for me, not just nostalgia-wise, but because of what you could do, was the SmackDown versus Raw on PlayStation 2. I love the fact that it had such a wide roster. You can create your own character. I created me in it and had my own music. You can, have your own entrance with pyro, all that kind of stuff. And the PlayStation 2, the graphics were better. There was actually an option where you could upload your own music if you wanted. Like you could download music, play it through there, and have any music you wanted. And of course, I used LimeWire back then and net, stuff like that, and then would, stream it through the TV or whatever. But it was just such a fun game. I can go back, and the buttons were so easy. That's one of the reasons why I don't really care for, like, I have not played a wrestling game since like 2K24, just because like the button combinations got too damn complicated.
That was like 6 months ago.
Well, the reason why I didn't like the new one was because of like once I figured out how to, because I hate that combination where you have to like do the circle bullshit, the meters to do the pins.
Yeah.
Once I figured out you could turn that shit off.
Right.
I think I might actually buy the new one now.
Well, there you go.
That might be the cool
Very
tonight.
cool, Nick.
That was like 6 months ago.
So
That's awesome.
So just so you know, Nick just online right here just admitted like several federal crimes. He was like, "Yeah, I used to steal this stuff from LimeWire and all this other shit." So I don't know what the statute of limitations is, but I'm pretty sure Nick won't be with us anymore because he's going to be in federal prison. Kingsville, what do you got, man?
So I'm like Dr. Nick, man. I've been playing in video games for a long time. Loved N64. That's one of the best systems ever for sure. WrestleMania would be my pick, but you all kind of picked it. So I want to bring up WCW versus the World. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That was a good game.
That was one of my favorite ones. I got to learn a lot of Japanese wrestlers, and I'm still kind of into the Japanese wrestling style. So that was one of my favorites as well. WCW versus the World.
Oh yeah. Very cool. I like that, and I like the fact that you didn't admit to any federal crimes while you were discussing it too. So that's always cool. So, guys, there's so many good games out there. Nick brought up a wonderful point. I don't know if you guys caught on to it, but some of those early PlayStation 2 games, you could actually create a character, and that was so much fun because you hadn't seen that prior to that, where you could create those characters and you could create stables, and there was so much stuff. And another thing too, with those older games like that, it was like the beginning of when you could create your own championship match. Like you didn't have to go through a whole program and stuff and win a title. You could actually just go in and fight for a title, like first game. And that was a lot of fun too, because if you didn't play a whole lot, and especially us that manage retail stores, we didn't get a whole lot of time to play games. But when we did, we wanted to get in there, win the world title, kick everybody's ass, and get out is what we wanted. So that was always cool, going in and being able to be the champion. So, Kev, I know the next question is very similar, but it's non-wrestling. So can you read the question off for us?
Absolutely. Favorite non-wrestling game ever? So it's just pretty much your favorite game ever, just not wrestling.
Okay. What do you got, Kev?
Mine is Fallout 3.
Nice. Okay.
Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I do. I can see that for Kev.
It was my first favorite open world game where I could just kill and go crazy and not have any rules. And, I could go into a building and where you usually couldn't go, and you get to shoot all kinds of monsters and just take out your bad day on somebody.
Guys, you hear that background noise?
Yeah, I can hear somebody's TV. All right, Roger, what do you got? I love that answer, Kev.
Mine is a toss-up between the Rainbow Six series or Call of Duty series.
Yeah, those are both great too, aren't they?
Go wrong with either.
Yeah, I have a blast playing those.
Hey,
My kid
Roger.
was just telling me recently that you can play 2 players on one of those games. I've never played 2-player mode, but they're wanting me to play with them. So
yeah, puts it up on 2 different screens on the TV.
Hey, Roger, do you
Go ahead.
like Modern Warfare better, or do you like Black Ops better?
To me, honestly, I like Black Ops better. Modern Warfare is good, but I'm more of a Black Ops fan.
Gotcha. Yeah. Me too.
So I got to be really honest with you. The last time I played a Call of Duty game, it was like the World War II version. So I don't know how long ago
That's
that
Modern
was.
Warfare.
Yeah, that's Modern Warfare. That's a while ago.
I like
Yeah,
the
it's
Call of
been
Duty
a while.
zombies. So
They got Call of Duty 7 coming out, I think in November, and I just got Call of Duty 6 freaking last November.
Yeah, it had to be at least 10 years ago when I played it. So,
And
Wow.
Grand Theft Auto 6 still isn't out.
Yep. All right, Brad, the bad guy. What do you got?
So again, N64. My favorite game of all time is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
There you go. Incredible.
Damn good
All those Zelda games were a huge pain in the ass, but they were so addictive. They were a huge pain in the ass, but I loved every one of them. G.I. Shane.
Best game ever. Old school. Nintendo. Ninja Turtles.
hold on.
The arcade
Oh.
version.
I do like that
Oh,
game.
that was a great game.
That's
Yeah,
a
well,
great
that
game,
is-
definitely.
That's still a great game. Absolutely love it.
I love it. They got an arcade that I take my kids to, and me, my two, my son, my daughter, my wife, we can all sit there and play it at the same time. It's awesome. I love
That
it.
is cool, man. I love it. So for me, I would say favorite of all time has got to be Super Mario Brothers, the original one for Nintendo, the very first one. Still, I mean, like Steven, he's in the comments, I think, somewhere, but he told me I could get this retro system thing and I could play Super Mario Brothers. And he and I went immediately to the store, bought this retro machine, bought the Super Mario Brothers game, and hell, I've been playing it, off and on for years anyway. And since I got that machine, I absolutely love it. Favorite game of all time. If I was going to an arcade, though, it's got to be those old school Area 51s where you shoot the aliens and
Oh
stuff.
yes.
Those things were so awesome.
House
So,
of the Dead was good.
still, yep, still love all those old shooting games. But and Steven said, I think in the comments too, there was a World War II game, which I mean, you guys know I don't play a whole lot of games, but he said there was a World War II game about 10 years ago. So I think that's what it was that I played. Brian,
Welcome in,
So,
Lou.
so I chose Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I love that game.
okay,
Ray,
yeah,
Ray Liotta plays the voice of the main characters, and Samuel L. Jackson's in there, and so they had some.
I never ever played a single mission. I literally got in the car, drove around town, shot a bunch of people, and the cops chased me down and killed me
Right.
every time. I never played a single mission. I love the game,
That's the
absolutely
funnest
loved it.
part of the game.
I loved it, but I
But
never played a single mission.
but
Like I
speaking
don't
of
think I ever got past the first part.
but
I never
speaking
let
of
the
going
cops
to
catch
our
me.
but speaking of going to arcades, there was always one game whenever I went to an arcade I always play, and I know I should know this game but it's that WWF wrestling game with like
Royal Rumble.
Demolition. No,
WrestleFest.
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 Yep. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I love that
Dr.
game.
Nick. Dr. Nick, favorite non-wrestling game.
NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo.
Ooh, yeah. I like that.
I
like that one.
absolutely
I like that
loved
one.
That was a
the
good one.
NBA Jam series, like on all systems. It was fun because, that was the peak of the NBA. Jordan was not on those games,
Nope.
which a lot of people were surprised about. But you had, a lot of the big teams during that. You had Orlando, you had Miami, the
Hey, Amanda.
Bulls, all these
Utah.
big top,
Utah.
Utah
Charlotte.
Jazz. Yeah, Charlotte
Yep.
Hornets. And what was fun was my brother and I would play the playoffs against each other. And it would go hours. And then, we would do different teams to see if we could make it to the playoffs and win the NBA championship. And even to this day, it's so much fun. Like, there was cheat codes where you could, like go really fast or slow-mo. There was a code that you can have like gigantic heads. There was actually a code that you could be Bill Clinton.
There was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's still fun to this day to go back and play, just pop it in, simple button combination. And, occasionally, like, when I'll go over to my brother's or he'll come over here, we'll play against each other, and it's still just as fun as it was back then.
So you probably remember the old razzle dazzle, right?
Yep.
Razzle
Boom
dazzle.
Yeah. And then
Boom
you just
shakalaka.
got the from
We're on fire.
downtown.
Is it the shoes?
He's on fire.
Hell
And then
yeah.
sometimes you shoot the 3-pointer, right? And it'd be like brick.
Yeah.
So absolutely. I loved it, man. Great memory there. Great throwback. King Phil, take us home on the video game talk. What do you got?
So it's just gonna be a little different, but man, I've been real into Fortnite for the last, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years or something. It's crazy. They always change it up. It's never the same. It's a lot going on Fortnite. I get a lot of slack from my friends now because they're like, man, you used to play Call of Duty. Now you're playing Fortnite, But I tell them, like, look, Fortnite is a free game. For one, it's free. You don't have to spend anything. You don't even need Xbox Live or Game Pass or anything to even play the game. You can just literally play the game. So just based off the amount of hours I've logged on Fortnite over the last 5 years, puts it right up there with GTA over the span of its 15 years. So I'm gonna go with Fortnite.
Awesome.
So first of all, you don't need those friends in your life because you don't need that kind of negativity. So I would
Exactly.
just suggest you cut them loose. So I tell you, my kids play it. My kids play it, and I'm reminded as soon as you said that, I thought about this. Danny McBride, very famous actor. Awesome guy, down to earth. He said he was having a day where Kanye West came to visit him and was hanging out, and they were kind of talking and stuff like that. And his kid, Danny McBride's kid, was playing Fortnite and was like, "Hey, you guys want to watch me play Fortnite?" And Danny McBride was like, "Oh my God, I don't want to ask Kanye West if he wants to go watch them." But what he did, he said, "Hey man, you want to go watch my kid play Fortnite?" He said, "Absolutely." And for hours they sat there talking, watching his kid play Fortnite. So, I mean, it's a big trend. It's a big thing. And again, I don't see anything wrong with it. I personally never played it, but my kids play it all the time. So,
My nieces play it, and I will say, just from watching, it is kind of fun because you got like goofy weapons and vehicles, and they're adding characters in it, like musicians and rock
Yeah.
stars. And
Everybody's
stuff.
in it.
Oh
Ninja
yeah,
Turtles is on it right now. The Power
It's
Rangers.
entertaining as
My
hell. I
kids
will
play
say
it.
that.
There was
I'm pretty
a
sure my
G.I.
kid
Joe.
added John Cena
John
in that
Cena's
game.
on it.
Yep.
Cody Rhodes is on it.
Yep. Lorraine says Final Fantasy VII, absolutely great game. Great
Yeah.
game, especially the old Nintendo. And then Hearthstone. I don't remember
She's
Hearthstone.
in some of those good
Don't know that
role
one.
playing games. Those are awesome.
Yeah, I remember Final Fantasy. I don't remember Hearthstone though.
I
Jay
got a
Joseph
G.I.
says,
Joe Snake Eyes Fortnite figure.
"There you go."
Oh yeah,
This-
Castlevania is a very good one.
That's what
Jay
Jake
Joseph said Castlevania.
Yeah.
I remember Castlevania. Zelda, man. Again, anything Zelda was the biggest pain in the ass ever, but I mean, it was always a good game. So love
Tomb
that.
Raider too. That was a good one.
Tomb Raider was good. That was a little bit later though. Zelda was like 1990, 91. I mean, it's
Or
old
James
school,
Bond
right?
007.
GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Hearthstone is the cards. You got it.
World of Warcraft. Oh, okay. World of Warcraft. Okay. Yeah, I never played that one, but that sounds very interesting. But I can definitely see the Final Fantasy VII. All right, Kev, what do we got next? Because I know we're way behind.
Roundtable number 3, favorite women's wrestler, both past and present. And we should probably win through these. I'll go first. My past is Sherry Martel, and my current one's Rhea Ripley.
Okay, Roger.
Mine is I wasn't sure if it was one or more, so mine was Lita, Trish Stratus, and AJ Lee, and now it's Alexa, Roxanne Perez, and Liv Morgan.
Okay. All right, Brad.
So mine for the past would be Sable, and present is Tiffany Stratton.
There you go. Great choices. I know why you like them. Shane.
I got the legs of WWF, Stacy Keibler,
Absolutely.
and Alexa Bliss, man, because she's just
There
fucking
you go.
hot.
There you go.
You're awesome.
Absolutely. Oh man, I tell you, there's just so many to choose from, and it's so difficult. But I have to say, past wrestler, even though she's still wrestling, she's still active, is Natalya Neidhart, because as an actual wrestler and not just an eyepiece, she's just phenomenal. She does a great job in the ring, and she's never truly got her, potential. Like they've never really given her the real push that she needed. I think the problem is she came in right around the exact same time as Charlotte, and Charlotte was like she was the platform, she was the plateau, and Natalya just kind of was second to her all the time, and she kind of, even though she's still employed, she's kind of just way down on the card. But Natalya to me, I think is the best women's wrestler of all time, just for me. Current women's wrestler, I just can't go anywhere but Alexa Bliss. I think she's great. I think she has a ton of potential. I wish she was a little bit taller so it would be a little bit more believable, but I like the whole idea of the Bray Wyatt legacy, and she still has a little bit of that the Bray Wyatt tinge from being the evil Alexa in her. So I definitely like Alexa. Brian.
So the pass for me would be Mickey James.
Woo,
She's hot as fuck. And current, I can't believe no one in here picked, because we show her all the time, Stephanie Vacquier.
Oh yeah.
She's great.
We didn't say pick the hottest. We just said
the best.
Well, That's how I took it. So I picked.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
a great
go.
pick.
That's all right. That's okay. I liked it too.
I have a
Dr.
ring
Nick, what
to
do you got?
China.
China, man. God, it's hard to leave China out, isn't it?
Right.
She is something special, truly special. Dr. Nick.
So, for the past, I was always a fan of Rockin' Robin.
Yep.
And for current, Timeless Tony Storm.
Yes, she
Wow.
is.
It's a great one.
I bet.
King Phil, take us home on this one.
For past, I'm going with Molly Holly. She's
There you
awesome wrestler.
Yes, she was.
And then I'm gonna go with for now, probably Tiffy. Yeah,
Yeah. Good old tippy time, right?
yeah.
All right, Kev. Where are we heading next?
Real fast. So I liked her because she has the same name as my wife, but she was Mona in WCW. My wife's name is Mona. But if you remember back in Molly Holly in WCW, her name was Mona.
Okay.
Just throwing it
Very
out.
good.
Okay, we're going to go on and do show and tell. That's what I've got on the list.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Absolutely. Let's do it. And we'll do trivia last, right?
Yep, sounds good. Let me
What's
present.
up, Frank, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good, Frank. Frank's in the chat. Frank's in the house.
He is. What's up, Frank? Okay, guys, here we go. We're going to start with this. This is some stuff that was sent in.
Oh, yeah. Fan mail from Dan
Yes.
Gleason, baby. So we'll post this in the chat, too. But, guys, a lot of that is his signed magazine collection. And, man, he has got an incredible signed magazine collection.
Very nice.
Picked it all up right here in TRC, one at a time. And he's got some incredible stuff. And then he's got some
That's awesome,
incredible
Frank.
pieces. He's got some incredible pieces, I think, on the next picture, too. So starting with that 11 by 14 right there, one of the most iconic moments ever in wrestling. WCW Nitro, the introduction of Kevin Nash coming on board, to help create the NWO. Then he has quite a few different items there that are signed by Kevin Nash and Scott Hall as well. So big NWO guy, big Nash guy. Been with us a very, very long time, since the very beginning. And he's just now really starting to display his stuff, and he wants everybody to see it. So huge shout out to Dan Gleason for sharing those pictures. And I think we have a couple more, don't we?
Right.
Yes.
I don't know
So
who's-
this actually, so these came from Trent Hobson.
Right.
Trent lives in Australia, and he buys from us regularly. And what we do is, we'll kind of keep the items to the side, and then when he builds a big enough box, we'll ship it to him. So I can tell you, he pays a fortune to ship it to Australia, but he's a big time fan. He's been with us a long time, buys a lot of stuff, and he wanted to share his most recent packages that came to him. So I guess they can't find this stuff over in Australia, or if they do, it's super expensive. So it's literally cheaper for him to buy it here in TRC and have it shipped than it is to try to buy it there if they can find it. So huge shout out to Trent Hobson, and huge shout out to Dan Gleason. Both phenomenal collections. Look at those. He's got some Hasbros there. He's got some
That
Elites,
motel
some
rocks.
Hasbros. He's got some awesome stuff there. So huge shout out to those guys. Really appreciate both of you very, very much. So
Okay, I think this is the start of Nick's. Am I right, Nick?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the Ring of Honor title, and I've been trying to collect, as you know, Figures Inc. used to do the WWE/WWF titles. They were so much better quality. The straps were better. The plates were better. And to find the Figs Inc. versions of a lot of these titles, especially the Ring of Honor title, was very difficult. So to get this one in such good shape, I was very happy. I was a big ROH guy for many years.
absolutely.
Okay.
Very cool. Look at that.
I've been finding new wrestling books to read, and I found this one at Barnes and Noble, and I've halfway through. It's an interesting story about a guy who kind of got behind the scenes of the wrestling business and heard stories from different people. It's definitely a good read. Something different for once.
Okay.
And for those fans of the big rubber guys, this was one of the limited ones. The USA Matt Cardona. For those who know, these are great figures.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
Very addictive. I mean, they are such good quality, and I couldn't pass it up because I love Matt Cardona, and I also love the fact that it's in the style of the Macho Man jacket.
So, all right.
I
Thank you,
think
sir.
that was that. Is that the limited edition one too? Didn't they
Yes.
only make like 500 or something like that?
Yep.
1 of 500.
Man, I love the big rubber guys, and I would never have bought one if it wasn't for Brian Howitt.
Yep, Brian.
You're
Me
welcome.
too.
You're welcome.
All right, who we got? Is this Phil?
Yeah, that's me right there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's hard to keep up. I just
No,
downloaded
you
it.
good. You good, bro. Nice Raven right there.
It is.
Raven was one of my favorites when I was growing up. ECW's always been one of my favorite promotions. So, that's like a grail piece for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all have different grill pieces. That's awesome. And you
Yeah.
were the one and done. So
Yes, sir.
Very
there you
cool.
go, Brian.
All right, guys. So this is the Grappler and Gimmicks. That is the Diesel, the orange card that never was released. That figure is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And then this is the Oz. That Oz is, I'm telling you what, that's probably one of the best figures out there. I mean, the mask comes off, the cape comes off. I mean, it's a badass figure.
I wanted that figure so bad, but it sold out so quick.
Well, William had one for sale yesterday, but unfortunately,
Well, he bid
Dan
on
Gleason
it.
got it. So
Nick tried to
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
beautiful. And then my last piece is a official promo of Umaga. So I got that from William.
OG baby.
I'm all about the promos, and I love that
the
Umaga.
promo.
So
Let's see who's next. Is that Roger?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
That's a Bobby Heenan I got from Will in the live sale.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Bobby Heenan,
beautiful.
baby.
Yeah, you can't
Well,
pass
listen to
up
me.
Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, listen to me. You go to the top.
Go to the
Says
top.
Bobby Heenan.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's
Look at
that's a
Oh,
three
wow.
signed, triple signed 1 2 3 Kid, Click, and X-Pac that I got signed in Indianapolis when I met X-Pac or Sean Waltman, whatever you want to call him. And one note on that, he didn't charge me 3 times. Only
That's
got
awesome.
charged. Only got charged 1 time for 3 signatures.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
that's a hell of a
great.
guy.
That's
That's
really
unusual.
cool.
That's unusual for him because usually
Yeah.
he's all about the charges.
I
Ooh,
asked the
look at
guy.
that.
I asked the guy that brought him in, and he said, "I was like, do I need to charge 3 times?" He's like, "No, just give it to him. Tell him what you want signed." So I said, "Hey, can
Wow.
you sign it? 1 2 3 Kid, Click, and X-Pac." He's like, "Okay."
There you go.
So that's my Hall of Fame logo that I've gotten from TRC, my project piece, which
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably gonna end up retiring because there's not a lot of spaces left. But there's Jerry King, Jim Ross, Lex Luger, and quite a few others on there.
What's
I
the
love-
signature right in the middle in the green?
Brutus.
Kev, can you make it
Brutus.
big
That's
for me?
Bruce Beefcake.
Okay.
Brutus.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's Brutus.
Very, very cool.
Dude, I love that Lex Luger autograph, man.
Oh,
It's just-
yeah.
I do too.
I love the Lex Luger autograph, but I was more happy with the Jim Ross because you just don't meet Jim Ross that often. And so
Yep.
to get him and actually have him and Jerry on there on the same piece and a Hall
Yep.
of Fame piece. I also got Barry Windham on there and Mike Rotundo, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson. There's quite a few on there that, like I said, unless I can get another Hall of Fame logo, that one's pretty much complete and retired.
Yeah, you know we love our project pieces, don't we?
Yes, sir, we do.
Roger just said, like I said. That's awesome.
Don't start
So-
with me.
So these are mine. These are the new Monday Night Wars that have they're coming out soon. But this is the Undertaker.
Gorgeous. I love this.
Then we have Flying Brian Pillman. This is from one of the best scenes that Vince McMahon had to actually apologize on air for why he did it. Brian Pillman. And then we have the newest collector's edition of the GOAT, John Cena.
There you go. The
All right.
never seen 17, right?
Yep.
The greatest heel of all time this year. Bring him back. Damn it.
Yeah. I don't
You get
Nice.
nothing.
Okay, this is mine. This is a signed mini Florida State football helmet,
Nice.
signed by y'all know
Ron
Ron
Simmons.
Simmons.
Ron
Yeah,
Simmons.
I had a
There
cluster.
you go.
Wow, that's nice.
So I got that. This is
I love Ron Simmons. He doesn't
I
get
do
enough
too. You
credit
know I do.
ever.
This is
Look at that.
when Brett went into the Hall of Fame. This was the pamphlet that they gave out or whatever. Brett signed it. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Hall of Fame program, baby.
He is the hitman. And then I decided to show this. I've had this a while, and I took a picture of it. It was a set that I got that was in memory of Brody Lee. I forgot that I had.
Nice.
That's
dope.
a nice one right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I kind of forgot I had it, so I thought I'd show it.
That was
Sure
another one of
wills.
those very, very shocking, deaths, unfortunately. I mean, it was like nobody saw that coming,
Right.
Here's just one of mine. I mean, I have every one of these they made. They made 4.
Wow.
But here's the Bret Hart version. These are so hard to find, and they're so expensive now when you do find them. It stands about 16 inches tall, has a lot of detail to it. It's heavy as hell. It probably weighs 10 pounds. I mean, it is just super cool. But I actually have this one. I have the Shawn, the Warrior, and the Piper. They made those 4, and then they stopped, I think, because people weren't buying them because they were expensive. I can tell you the one thing about them is they're super friggin' fragile, but they are awesome to display. And I had them up for a long, long time. I finally took them down, put them back in their boxes, and put them away. But, gorgeous piece. I wanted to make sure that I got to show that for the collections. And then, Kevin, you put the camera on me. You know what time it is. I told everybody if this didn't sell last week, I was going to rip it open. It didn't sell. I put it up last night. It didn't sell. So it's time for him to breed, and it's time for him to be displayed the way God intended. So you know how we got to do it here.
Let's do it.
Without a belt.
Which one is it?
That's the Rip and Throw.
That's the
This
Monday
is
Night
Stone
Wars.
Cold
Oh,
Steve
Stone
Austin,
Cold.
Monday Night Wars.
Gotcha.
Yep, you know how we got to do it. So I tell
That's
you
an
what,
awesome figure.
I got to get a belt on him, and I think he's going to make a great addition to the shelf behind me. So really
Hell
cool.
yeah.
And then I got one more. I still haven't opened this one. I don't know how it keeps getting passed by, but it's such a beautiful figure.
It is beautiful.
It's such a good card, solid straight card, good bubble. I mean, there's just no reason to rip it open, but you know how we got to do it. So
Rip.
I love doing these. Brian and I actually ripped one open last night during the live sale as well. It's the Macho Man Randy Savage, and these cards are tough too. I almost had to whip out the old box cutter last night while I was live, and you know how we do it. Look at that! Look at that, man!
That thing is beautiful, dude.
You talk about a head scan. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's cool.
So that's what I got for this week, guys. Really excited to share these show and tell items. These are some great items for sure.
Who we got? That we didn't get Shane?
Yeah, I didn't send mine. Sorry.
Okay.
But I was at the toy store like a week ago or so, 2 weeks ago, and I picked up some new G.I. Joes.
I
This
love that.
thing's got some weight to it. That
There you go.
that polar bear inside of there with that second that head.
Right.
There you go.
Yep. There
That's
you go.
fucking badass right there. And then I got one more thing. I found this on the shelf.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
wow.
cool.
Oh,
sweet.
hell.
Yeah. Big old adventure board game. All in good shape. All the pieces are there. Got it all shrink wrapped together.
What year? What
great.
year? What
Nice.
year is that, Shane?
Probably 80 something.
Yeah, 1982.
Wow.
The year I was born. The year I was born, baby.
That's in great
He-
shape.
And I got a good deal on it too. It was only $30 he charged me.
Nice.
That is
I-
super
I love
cool.
I love the artwork.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. That's how I'm just gonna
1882.
put it up on a shelf, display it just like that.
There you go.
But that's badass.
So
Thank you.
that's 43 years old, and it looks like it just came out last week in the stores.
Yeah, yeah. It was in good shape.
Oh yeah.
That's all I
All right,
got.
Kev, what's next?
Hold on. I forgot to show one, so I'm going to show one real fast.
Damn it, Kev.
That was
There you go.
Calvin's
That's the
daughter at
best one out of the
table game.
bunch.
Y'all see
Calvamania running wild. Yeah, Calvamania running wild there at the Florida Gators game with his daughter. Super cool. I think Calvin's not with us anymore. I think he's stopped for the
He's
night
in
or
the
whatever.
chat, but I forgot to put it in that stream.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. I narrated it for him, so super excited. I
Great
know he's
picture.
spending some great time with his kids, and I know he's super excited about that. So awesome photo. Thanks for sending that in, Calvin.
There you go, buddy.
All right, Kev. Where are we at next?
We are at trivia.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna do trivia. Not a ton of questions, but there's some good stuff in here. It's just whoever, when the question's in, whoever has the most points will be the champion. And we're gonna go backwards this time. Instead of going top to bottom, we'll go bottom to top. So we're gonna start with King Phil. Question number 1. Bret Hart unintentionally named this Attitude Era faction during a heated promo on Monday Night Raw.
Nation of Domination.
That is not correct. Dr. Nick,
Degeneration X.
Degeneration X. He sat there and said, "You guys are nothing but a bunch of degenerates." And the following week, Degeneration X was
You
named
watch
and
too much
born.
wrestling.
All right, Nick. Question number 2. King of the Ring, 1996. The main event was for the championship. Who was in the main event for the championship? See, everybody remembers Austin winning the King of the Ring. Nobody remembers there was a world title match that night.
Was it Shawn and Vader?
It was not.
No. Okay.
The Enforcer, Mr. Bryan.
Is he not there?
I see his logo, but I don't see
Brian's pooping.
him.
It's like John Cena. You can't see him.
All right, G.I. Shane, King of the Ring, 96. Main event was for the World Championship. Who were the two combatants? Again, everybody remembers the Austin promo. Nobody remembers the actual match.
I have no clue. I'm gonna say Triple H and Mick Foley.
Okay, that's not correct, but that's a really good guess. Brad.
Like Shane, no idea, but I'll say Sean versus Diesel.
Okay, that's not correct, but it's a good guess. Roger.
I don't have an answer either. I was gonna go with Sean and Diesel, so I'm gonna go
Okay.
Sean and Razor.
Okay, that's not correct. Kev.
Well, I don't know either, but I'll just use a guess of Sean versus Bulldog.
That is correct.
Oh,
It was
wow.
Sean versus the Bulldog for the World Championship match. So very good. A lot of people were really close on that one. Again, everybody remembers Austin 316 says, "I just whipped your ass," but nobody remembers there was an actual wrestling card that night. They literally just remember that from that King of the Ring. So, all right, let's see who is next. I think we lost Brian, so I know the screen has adjusted itself. I think Shane would be next, right?
Right, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, Shane. What was the name of the clown that visited Vince McMahon in the hospital with Mankind?
The name of the clown that what? I'm sorry. Can you repeat it one more time?
Absolutely. What was the name of the clown that visited Vince McMahon in the hospital with Mankind? If you remember the scene, Vince was there with a busted leg, and Stone Cold hits him in the head with a bedpan. There was a clown that came in with Mankind.
Yeah. Um. Happy the clown.
I wish it was, but it was not. Dr. Nick,
Hey,
Was
no
it
fair.
Urkel the clown?
it was. Absolutely, it was.
That's no
Absolutely
fair.
correct.
Damn it. You were down
Hey,
here,
Jeff.
and then you jumped up here when Brian left.
Hey, we can't make the rules here, Kev. Things just happen.
We're
right.
uncensored.
That's right. So, Dr. Nick, the actual question goes back to you because that wasn't your original question. October 17th, 1999, this unimaginable talent won the Intercontinental Championship after using a guitar to hit their opponent.
Jeff Jarrett.
Okay, that is not correct.
Oh, shit.
Brad?
Oh,
Brad?
trick question.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, October 17th, 1999, this unimaginable talent won the Intercontinental title after hitting a guitar against their opponent.
Unimaginable talent. I'll go with The Rock.
Okay, that is not correct. Roger.
Is it China?
It is China. China
She
hit
Jeff Jarrett.
hit Jeff Jarrett with the guitar October 17th, 1999. Very good. All right, the next one. Let's see who we go to now. I think is it Nick
Brad.
or is it Brian? Brad. Okay.
Brad.
Yeah, Brian's gone. I forgot. All right, Brad. The final Intercontinental Champion of the last millennium was
Chris Jericho.
absolutely. It sure was. Absolutely. He won it in December of '99 and lost it in early 2000. So very good. All right, the next question is for Roger. This wrestler created the 24/7 rule for the hardcore title.
Oh shit. R-Truth?
No. Let's see. Kev, this wrestler created the 24/7 rule for the hardcore title.
That
Oh,
would be
shit,
Crash Holly.
hardcore.
Crash Holly, baby. That's correct.
Damn it.
All right. So I think we're back to.
Phil?
Are we back to Phil or is it
Either
back
me or
to
Kev. I think we're
Kev.
Kev, right?
No, it's Roger.
Oh.
Is it back to
Yeah,
Roger?
'cause
Okay.
Brad was the last one. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
good. All right.
Sorry, my
Who?
fault.
Who? No, I think didn't Roger have the 24/7 rule one?
Right.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Yeah. So,
So it should be
it's
back
Kev.
to Phil.
No,
No,
it
it's
should be
back to
Kev.
Kev. Then
Oh.
back to Phil.
You
Okay.
want me to
All right.
skip, don't you, Nick? I
Yes.
see what you're doing.
Kev, who held the WWE Championship the most times during the Attitude Era?
Bret Hart.
That is not correct.
I figured it
Phil?
wouldn't, but
Phil, who held the WWE title the most times during the Attitude Era?
I'm gonna go Undertaker.
oh shit.
That is not correct. G.I. Shane.
Stone Cold.
So there is some controversy about that, but it is not Stone Cold. Dr. Nick?
Triple H.
That is not correct.
Damn.
Brad?
The Rock.
The Rock absolutely held it more times than anybody else. So there's some controversy about that, and you guys can definitely research it. I had to research it a couple times trying to figure it out myself, but The Rock did hold it more times than anyone during the Attitude Era.
All the damn.
I
All right,
almost said Iraq,
guys.
but
Wow.
I didn't.
All right. All right, let's see here. Who are we up to now? It should be Phil's question, right?
Phil.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Phil. All right, Phil, you got this one. On September 16th, 1999, SmackDown, this talent won the WWF title from Triple H.
Said September 1999.
Yes.
Triple H. September of '99. Kurt Angle.
That is not correct. G.I. Shane.
Iraq.
That is not correct. Dr. Nick.
Chris Jericho.
That is not correct. Brad.
I'm gonna say Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That is not correct. Roger.
I don't know which name to go with. Brian Daniels or Brian Danielson or Daniel Bryan.
No, I think he was in high school at that time. That is not correct. But at least you guessed. I appreciate that. Kev.
I'm going to say Mankind.
That is not correct. Has everybody had a chance now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Fuck.
Lorraine got it right. Lorraine got it right.
Absolutely.
I'll be damned.
All right, guys. One more good one because we got to cut it short because we're way over. But let's go for one more good one. Whose is this one? Is this one Shane's?
Yeah, Shane.
Shane, this former NWA World Champion would return during the Attitude Era and become WWF Tag Team Champion.
Mm. Man, I don't know.
Okay. All right, Dr. Nick.
Was it Terry Funk?
Absolutely, Chainsaw Charlie, baby. Came back during the Attitude Era, won the Tag Team Championship, former NWA World Champion. You guys want one more, or you want to call it a day?
One
Go
more.
one more.
Yeah, one more.
One more. Okay.
We want
All right,
more. We want more.
Whose turn is it? Dr. Nick, right?
Yep.
Man, I can't ask you this question, Nick. This is too easy for you. All right. Let me ask the following question then. Nick, what was the main event of WrestleMania 16?
That would be the Fatal 4-Way with Triple H, Mankind, Big Show, and The Rock.
Absolutely correct.
Yes.
Great job. So I think going forward, we're going to have to disqualify Nick during trivia.
Yeah,
nights,
he's kicked. One more.
You want one more? We'll do one more. All right. So we're going to go to Brad on this one, right? So, Brad, Kane's very first opponent in the WWF as Kane was not The Undertaker. Who was his first opponent?
Oh, jeez.
Okay. You could even say his first rivalry. Put it as his first rivalry.
Was it Mankind?
It was Mankind, absolutely. So the reason it was Mankind is because he chokeslammed Dude Love on the steel guardway, the rampway. And Mankind came out all upset because Kane would do that to that poor innocent kid, Dude Love. So absolutely. So great questions, guys. I mean, we could go all night long, but I know we're way over our time. So
Maybe we can do a show for an entire show in the future of trivia.
I would love to do that. I know some people are really into it. Some people are just like, oh my God, let's get through this as fast as possible because I can't stand it. But, I love the trivia. If nothing else, it's not about winning. It's not about the points. It's about remembering those moments. Remembering that nostalgia.
That's what I like.
Well, and you learn new things too.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people think that Kane came in and instantly went into a big feud with the Undertaker. Hell, they didn't fight for 5 months. It took 5 months before Kane and the Undertaker actually fought. I mean, most people don't realize that. They think that
Yeah.
Kane came in and instantly went into this huge program with the Undertaker. He didn't. He
No,
literally
because they
faced
had
all kinds of other people.
because Undertaker went through the thing of he wasn't going to fight his brother.
Yep.
Right.
Well, you had that part of it, and then you had the whole. They were trying to wait till WrestleMania. Well, he comes in at the end of October, and then you've got Survivor Series, you got In Your House, you got Rumble, and you got another In Your House. Then you finally get to WrestleMania 5 months away before you ever see the actual match of Undertaker versus Kane. A lot of people don't remember that. They think, the instant, brother versus brother feud, all that stuff, but that's not how it was. So, and most people, wouldn't be able to tell you about Terry Funk and Chainsaw Charlie, but that was a good one. And actually, I think the best thing from that feud during that time, you guys remember the New Age Outlaws put those guys into a dumpster and
Right.
rolled them off the stage.
Yep.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That was
I
so
do
cool.
well.
So.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, in closing, guys, I can tell you,
Lorraine said this was fun. Thank you for having me.
oh yeah, Lorraine, thank you very much for being here. Really, really.
Thanks for
appreciate
stopping
it.
by,
So,
Lorraine.
yeah, we're definitely here generally every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock for our talk and our podcast. So, in closing tonight, guys, I will tell you, sometimes there's challenges and obstacles that come up in front of you. Sometimes you have to just learn to adapt and overcome. Change is the one thing that is truly, truly consistent in life. Nothing ever stays the same. Change is the consistent. So hopefully everybody has a wonderful week. Hopefully everybody has a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Looking forward to seeing you all. And again, thank you all for being here. Really enjoyed the time that we spent together. Once
Great night.
again, I know Brian had to leave us, but huge shout out to Brian. For helping me out last night, sitting in with me and all that good stuff. So we do have an opening. We have an opening right here on the podcast, and we would love to see somebody join us. So if you guys are out there listening to us on your way to work and you're like, man, I would love to jump in there and talk some wrestling with those guys, send a message to me or Kev or any of these guys and say, hey, I would love to jump in there. So really appreciate y'all, and we will see you very, very soon.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.